commons area.
We're done here.
Attention, civil disobedience has been reported in hydroponics. Security is investigating.
This is how
The Angara have nothing to fear from the people of the Milky Way.
But do you have anything to offer?
Our congratulations are in order. Peaceful contact with the Angara. It's everything the initiative stands for.
It was amazing. A culture we'd never met before, in a brand new galaxy. I was just glad to be part of it.
It's a moment to savor. In the Milky Way, first contact was a rare event. I hope rescuing the Moshae leads to stronger ties between our people. Did you have some other business?
I'm curious. What do you know about the people who backed the initiative?
What everyone knows. Jean Garson was the founder and visionary. Unfortunately, she died on the Nexus during the Scourge disaster.
Is there anyone else?
I would almost welcome them. A voice to silence the rabble. Then Kesh might listen. But no, we're alone. Why do you ask?
I have information that suggests Garson wasn't the only one.
What sort of information?
It's complicated, but there was a silent partner. A benefactor.
Even if that were true, we've been here 14 months with no sign of them. This partner is either a phantom, missing, or dead. Nope, Jean Garson was the beacon. A sad end to someone of such stature. Dying alone.
Oh?
It was chaos. By the time they found her, she was already dead, succumbed to her injuries.
Was there a follow-up investigation?
I wasn't even out of stasis, but knowing the violence of the Scourge disaster, death was everywhere. If you're suggesting something else happened, Ryder, I'd rather you didn't. Let's not add to the confusion.
Thank you for your time.
Ryder, if you wish to pursue this further, accessing Nexus security records may reveal more information.
Attention, civil disobedience has been reported in hydroponics. Security is investigating.
Supply request. Replacement armor's out.
I'm sorry, Lama.
Okay. What are we looking for, Sam?
Any information relating to Jean Garson's death.
The only hard fact is that her body was found in one of the apartments.
Then connecting her death to the Scourge disaster was mere speculation.
Yeah.
Environmental data will allow us to reconstruct the scene.
A reminder to all personnel, overtime hours remain in effect. As sleepers wake from stasis, the initiative urgently requires blood, tissue, and DNA donations. See a medic if you think
you may be eligible. This is HNS.
Hi, I'm Gian Garza, the founder of the initiative. Welcome to the Nexus.
And we're happy to help your guards secure their weapons.
I prefer them armed for now. You understand, of course.
Oh, Pathfinder, this is the head of the Angaran delegation.
The one who saved the Moshai. She speaks highly of you. Call me Issa de Navarre.
Welcome, Ambassador. The Angara's first formal visit will be one for the history books.
I wonder what they'll say.
I was just explaining to the ambassador that armed guards aren't necessary here.
Is something wrong, Ambassador?
Please walk with me, Pathfinder. So much life. All different, all united. The way it could have been. 75 years ago, we were scattered, struggling to rebuild after the Scourge. Then, the Ket arrived. Alien life. It was monumental. But then they deceived and enslaved us. So, I hope you understand my precautions.
Your people have endured much, Ambassador. I'd be cautious too.
Especially when your initiative's first colony is a military outpost. I want to believe in this alliance, Pathfinder. The Moshai says you're trustworthy. Please, help me trust in you.
We don't expect you to enter this alliance blindly, Ambassador. Everything we say, you can check.
You'd be that open with us?
We have nothing to hide.
They will guard my ship. If you are not conquerors, I trust my person to your honor.
Thank you. We won't disappoint you, Ambassador.
Pavoa set Jav Teravon, Pathfinder. Welcome to Andromeda.
Sure glad I went to school for this. Thanks for nothing.
All right, our first open mic night is starting. Everyone, a round of applause for our first
flag of Terra Let's hear it.
So, Ryder, big news. I think I found my purpose in life.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Thrashing you at poker? Shall I deal?
Ryder, I can read Gil's vital signs and give you an advantage during the game if you like.
Do it.
The Pathfinder has spoken. Ooh, were you holding out on me? You're pretty good at this.
Don't act so surprised.
Poker's lost me several friends over the years. The only one who still plays me is my buddy Jill. I know, Jill and Gil.
The one you mentioned, part of the initiative?
Yep, been awake since the start. Jill's a fertility expert, heads the initiative CRC. My only real friend from back home. I bet 50.
I call. The CRC?
Colonial Repopulation Committee. She's always teasing that I'm making her job harder. Says if I'm not making babies, I'm part of the problem. We have that kind of relationship.
Growing our numbers is paramount to our survival here.
Sure, but that's Jill's purpose. I'm not just going to adopt it. See what I did there? I'm not just going to adopt it.
I saw.
You should meet her. You'll see. She's amazing. Another 100.
He's bluffing.
I call.
Oof, nice. That one's yours. Well, the winning streak's over. You beat me, Ryder, fair and square. Guess I continue searching for my true purpose in life.
It was bound to happen sooner or later.
No. You're good. I'll have to up my game. Jill's gonna lay into me hard when she hears you won. I'll just tell her this proves how bad a player she is.
Ouch. Have fun. And thanks for the game.
Ryder?
Construction and repairs continue on various parts of the nexus. Authorities have on completion and
Just when I've balanced the air mix, another Yahoo has to come wandering through. Aren't you the Pathfinder? Dr. Camden, head of hydroponic sciences. Mind the seedlings.
Are you always this rude to people walking in?
Only when a mistake could kill everyone on the Nexus.
What do you mean?
Hydroponics is our air, food, and water. A frail green line between us and oblivion. We almost lost it all during the mutiny. Now it's my responsibility.
If you welcomed people, you'd have more hands to keep everything running.
Quite astute. If you'll forgive me, perhaps I could begin with you. I need samples of Andromeda's plant life. Our own specimens should acclimatize to them. Bring me any plants you find. You'll have a bounty in return, and my thanks. I don't know, maybe I should have stayed.
as sleepers wait for stasis, the initiative urgently requires blood, tissue,
I'm Gian.
Interesting place, isn't it? Full of smiles and handshakes. Not many soldiers. Even though when politicians make peace, it's we soldiers who keep it.
Politicians get nervous when you hold anything more explosive than a rotten egg.
You've seen this too. The military life echoes everywhere. But names. I know you, Pathfinder. I am Andraknor, a Heskal with the Resistance.
A Hescarl?
Centuries ago, Heskal were special forces. We defended colonies, passing our training down via oral history. Few remember us today. I came to learn what the Milky Way knows of such things. I heard your father was part of a similar program, an N7.
What have you learned about the N7 program?
Human soldiers who trained on exotic worlds. Arcturus, Europa, Rio de Janeiro. They learned to fight in all environments on little food or sleep, to care for their injured, to lead. Is that accurate? Wasn't your father one of them?
He was one of the first N7s. He was proud of that, even though he didn't stay in service. Didn't stop him teaching me and my sister a few tricks.
So, you carry a little of that knowledge with you, as well as your Pathfinder skills. N7 training would benefit my people. Heskal training would benefit yours. Perhaps a few war games. Show me how your skills handle the tests of a Heskal recruit. Challenge yourself and teach me.
A chance to work with the Angaran best of the best? Absolutely.
Excellent. I'll activate our training beacons. Finding them can be your first test. After that, I look forward to learning.
The Nexus is a place of friendship and cooperation.
Pathfinder,
We're glad.
thank you for arranging my access to the cultural center. There's so much to study here. It would take a lifetime.
There's thousands of years of history before humans even arrive on the scene.
That would be a nice full-time job.
But you've already got one.
Don't hesitate to speak with one of our friendly
You're
agents
listening to
about
HNS, your source for news.
being an ass.
They're happy to answer any
Is everything
questions
all
you
right?
may have. And
I just... look at this. Such a sight. I won't ever tire of this.
Well, it's space. Vacuum, stars, radiation. Agonizing death if you go out without a
Please be
suit.
mindful of guests visiting
You
the
have no-
Cultural Exchange Center.
You're the Pathfinder.
We ask that you
Thank
extend
you
your
so
courtesy
much
and
for returning the
cooperation
Moshai
our
to
new
us.
neighbors.
I'm glad I could help. Seems your people really cherish her.
She is dear to us. By the way, you should know. The head of our delegation is at your cultural center. He'd be honored to speak with you.
Please be mindful of guests visiting the Cultural Exchange Center. We ask that you extend your courtesy and cooperation to our new neighbors.
Unlocking. Come on in. Ta-da! My project. She is complete.
She?
Looks like a she to me. Just a proof of concept. I stripped out its remnant command prompts to see if I could power it up myself. It worked! Now I can build a field model with combat protocols that fights for you. So, what do you think?
You've outdone yourself, PB. Let Suvian Gil eyeball it, then fast-track the combat model for me.
I'd hoped you'd be happy. Oh no, I forgot to lock the... Shit.
My, Pelisaria. Didn't know you were still using this hole. Who's your friend?
Kalinda, this is Ryder.
Oh, everyone knows the human Pathfinder. I meant, who's your remnant friend?
None of your business, Kalinda.
Of course it isn't. That's what makes it so interesting. Don't be so hostile, babe.
No reason we can't all be civil, right?
Exactly.
But you are kind of trespassing, so...
Now. I was just concerned something might have happened to my dear old friend. I'm sorry for the intrusion, Pelisaria. I'm just relieved to see you moving on. Ta-ta.
I'll walk you out. So, want to talk about it?
Oh, Kalinda and I go way back. We joined the initiative together. For a long time, we were like family. Now we're not. When you live 1,000 years, Ryder, people come and people go. Entanglements are silly. Just like places. Time to pack this one up. I'm done with it.
But how can you give all this up?
Ha! Watch me. Easy come, easy go. I'll pack up my new pet and essentials. See you back on the Tempest.
But the plants have adapted to the Scourge's presence. Some even feed on its radiant energy. See this older specimen? The growth rings showed the Scourge's beginnings. The Pathfinder's scanner captured it perfectly.
Keurig, a yes or no would suffice.
Oh, yes. Properly steamed or roasted, naturally. We won't starve yet. And its gas bladder can expand through specimens, scans. Our conservation effort can barely keep up. What a wonderful service you've done for us. You've certainly earned your fee.
Byzantine, crystalline. All the nodules The beauty of the cosmos unfolds in your planet scans, Pathfinder. But there is more they can do.
Do you have something in mind, Doctor?
Plans for a school are underway to inspire a new generation of young minds. I want to craft a model of the cluster for them, accurate and splendid from your data. My prototype is on that console. Add more scans to improve it, and I will share my educational budget with you, and my thanks.
I'm glad we did. Sometimes I wonder why. Did you hear what Pathfinder?
Gil's been asking if you can come by.
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
Beginning approach.
Fold orbit is steady.
Approaching the LZ.
Rylus?
That's me, yes. I'm Rylus. Wow. You really showed up.
You said you had intel. I can't ignore that.
I just didn't think you'd come yourself. Anyway, I should get to the point. Your raid on the Exaltation facility sent the Kett scrambling. They're trying to get their operations in order. Our scouts report increased Kett movement through certain areas of Vold. Not military, though. Science and research vessels.
So something that could involve Exaltation, or the creation of a new Exaltation lab.
Well, that's what I thought. Either way, Kett organizing means trouble.
We don't have the tech to break into their bases. But someone has to stop them.
You're talking to the right person. We always help our friends and allies.
I knew you'd help. I'll send the nav point immediately.
That's Techix, according to my map.
Ahead, Pathfinder. I recommend caution.
Got them all.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
Midas is deep, Ryder. Taking out these Kett will mean a lot to my people. Incoming Kett!
Hostiles ahead!
Think that's it. Good work.
There's a lot of organic material here.
There is an audio log saved on this device, Pathfinder.
Kett? Let's get a translation, Sam.
Processing.
The Angaran genetic code that expresses this projection of a bioelectric field has been isolated. The process to integrate this into our own genome is on.
Another audio log detected.
Let's hear it.
Transmissions unacknowledged by Humu. Possible breakdown in connection and information mishandled. Investigation ongoing. Logs to be updated shortly.
Things getting lost in the post. A universal problem.
I wonder if we can find the follow-up logs.
All transmissions appear to have failed. Some of the team has suggested that this research is being prevented from leaving Helios. Troubling implications. Set aside for now. Taking steps to verify that primary communications are still active.
I'm picking up the nav point for another Kett station. Probably their primary communications.
If we take out that comm station, does that mean the Kett can't call home?
Pathfinder, these samples all contain the same genetic sequence. At first, it appears to be a familial connection, but the genome shows signs of modification. Evidence suggests the sequence was drawn from a single individual and incorporated into other Kett.
The Archon.
Exaltation.
So does the Archon control the Kett because they see him as a progenitor? Or does his rank give him the privilege to propagate his genes like this?
A cultural question beyond my purview.
In any case, the stuff we found should be of great interest to the science team back on the Nexus.
This is the Ketcom outpost we heard about on Vold.
There's a Ket device here, Pathfinder. Shooting the device will destroy it. That device was feeding data externally.
To where?
I can't determine that. However, there may be devices at other Remnant locations.
Right between the eyes.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. Life support restored. The ambient temperature is normal. Life support is back online. I'm reading a temperature decrease.
The Archon's not the Ket's supreme leader. There's more like him, all over Andromeda.
Gathering the genetic information of other races and transmitting it back.
Rose, communication orders require explanation. Archon commands a block of all transmissions of Angara data to the Empire. It is in breach of protocol.
Wait, is the Archon going off book?
The ambient temperature is normal. Life support is back online. Fine.
Communications. Only Archon is aware of shifting situation in Helios. If Archon's opinion is that protocols are not to our benefit, accept his wisdom. He is the Senate's voice in Helios and must be obeyed.
Someone's repeating the party line.
It sounds like the Ket are starting to question what the Archon's doing. If this continues, it might be good for all of us.
What do we do with this, then?
There is likely nothing to be done, but conflicts between factions seldom resolve quietly.
Then we'll just have to keep an ear to the ground for now. With luck, something will happen.
I'm reading a temperature decrease. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. Life support restored.
Wesker, by the way. I haven't seen you around Techix before.
I don't come here often. I'm working the report.
That sounds exciting.
You, the Pathfinder. Is it true? Can you talk to the old machines?
You mean the Remnant?
I'm no threat to them. Never have been. Tell them to stop hurting me.
Why would the Remnant come after you?
I dig for useful things around the pillars. Good tech. Machines always left me alone until now.
Did they injure you, or just chase you off?
They chased me, and I slipped on the ice. That hurt.
You were misinformed. I can't actually talk to the Remnant. Even if I could, I don't think they'd listen.
Well, good are you then? Thanks for nothing. Stupid machines ruining my business.
What you found at Jarnink was amazing, Pathfinder. We'll be able to excavate the city, reclaim our lost history. These recent victories against the Kett have opened so many possibilities. Rebuilding, even expansion. There is a place for your people in this, if you desire. I'd like to extend a formal welcome, as steward of Techix.
I appreciate your generosity.
I am being practical. Many feel our peoples are stronger together than apart. With the vault reactivated, the conditions on Voeld will improve with time. At least, that is the hope. I will leave you to it then, Ryder. Welcome home.
Tell me more about Techix.
It's the largest town on Voeld, home to hundreds of my people. We manufacture, we trade, and we try to live good lives, even with the Kett presence. I have lived here all my life, and there's no place I'd rather live.
What about Aya?
Ugh, sulfurous air. Not for me.
You called yourself steward. What's that?
I have guardianship of Techix. I ensure its functions, and that its people are safe. Commander Doziel and the Resistance fight the Kett with their weapons, with their fists. Myself and others here, we fight by refusing to give in, by living in spite of them.
I won't disturb you further.
It is no disturbance at all. May your luck build, Ryder.
The whole city's empty?
I detect an Andromeda plant sample nearby. Dr. Camden would find this useful.
Oh, right. The gardener.
Botanist, Pathfinder.
For 3 years, they'll have me tending the algae farms.
Congratulations. Enjoy the smell.
At least it's warm, and no looking over my shoulder for care.
Don't rub it in.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Don't touch anything. Putting teams together for cleanup. Now that the prefect's gone, they'll be disorganized. Thanks for all your work. Couldn't have done it without you.
Unfortunately, any information stored at the Ket base was probably destroyed along with it. Perhaps I'll be able to find what I need elsewhere.
Why don't the Angara have records of first contact with the Ket?
Those who were there cannot tell their tales. Dead, enslaved, or exalted. There are stories, rumors. No one knows for sure what happened.
I'll leave you to your work.
Of course. I hope to speak to you in less frantic times. I'd love to hear about your people.
You're a long way from
Just
home.
minding my own
Need
business.
anything for the journey?
Enjoying the fresh air. Right. You remember the last time you said that?
Yeah.